Hey guys, it's Ashley from Ashley's Got Bookcitement again, and this is my last video of the day, I promise. I promise. I'm going to do a tag. It's called Breaking the Spines tag, and it was created by Reading with Jack. 7 questions, and it's all about how you keep your books, you know. Are you a stickler for perfection, or is it okay if a book looks like it's been read? That's what I get from it. I wasn't tagged by anybody, for shame, but I wanted to do it. It looked fun, so I decided to do it. And guess what? That's what you can do with tags. You can do them if you want. So all you people who, you haven't been tagged or nobody said your name in a video, you can do whatever you want. Don't worry. Unless the creator is like, no one can do this unless I tag them, then you can do the tag. That's what I decided to do. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I ramble enough. First question, which I'm going to be reading off my sheet, is 1. Do you break the spines or prefer to keep your books looking like new? Answer: I do not break my spines on purpose, but I would prefer to keep my books looking as new as possible, but I don't want them to look like they just sit there and are never read. They're just there for decoration. I don't really want that. I want a book to look like it's been read. And also, I don't really like having to read like this, just being so scared that you're going to break it that you can't. It's easier to read like this, people. I know probably many of you just gasped when I did that, but guess what? This spine, it's already broken. I read this book a lot. My thoughts are if I'm going to keep a book, I know I buy a lot of books, but if I'm going to buy it and I'm going to keep it on my shelf, then it has to be a book that I want to reread. The other ones I'll just sell to used bookstores. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So, what was my answer to that question? I don't break them on purpose. I prefer to keep them looking as new as possible. Okay, question 2. For those who don't like broken spines, have you ever accidentally broken one? I have broken spines when I don't really think about breaking the spine though. I just think about reading the book. So yes, I have broken the spine without intentionally doing it, and I'm sure it caused me a little grief, but I got over it. Okay, question 3. If you're buying a used book and the spine is broken, how do you feel about it? It doesn't bug me too much. I mean, at first I'm buying a used book, so someone else has already read it, so I expect it to be not beat up, but look like it's been read. So broken spines, they don't really affect me unless it's like a severely broken spine. But if I find the book at a good deal and I really want to read it, then the spine doesn't even matter to me. I think what makes me not buy a used book more is if it's beat up in general, if the cover is like torn, or if it's dirty, or stuff like that. That will stop me from buying a used book, but broken spines don't really factor into that. Okay, 4. Do you agree or disagree with the opinion some people have on broken spines mean that a book is well loved? I agree. If the spine is broken, I feel that people really like that book and read it over and over and over again, which is how I feel with some of my books, like Harry Potter series. I read it a lot, so the spine is broken. I actually need to reread them. I miss Harry Potter. So 5. Because the spines on hardback books cannot visibly break, do you prefer buying hardback books over paperback books? This is an interesting question because I recently, well, not super recently, but I made it a goal, a quest of mine to buy all the Harry Potter books in hardback because my paperback copies were a little beat up. So I did buy all of them in hardback just so they could look nice on my shelf and just last for some years, But in everyday book buying Ashley world, I go for the cheaper copies, so I buy more paperbacks than I do hardbacks. I will buy hardbacks if I really want them and if they've come out and I can't find a paperback, then I'll buy hardbacks, but book buying is an expensive habit, so I go for the cheapest version cheapest option, which is paperbacks. 6. Aside from breaking spines, do you ever bend the corner of a page if you do not have a bookmark nearby? No, I don't like to bend the pages. I feel like that causes more damage than anything else, because you can't, once you bend it, you can't unbend it. That's there forever. So I will find just a bookmark lying around, or I'll find a piece of paper or a napkin or whatever I have, even a gum wrapper, I can stick it in there. So no, I don't bend pages. That is blasphemy, sacrilege. And then the last question is 7. Anything else to say about your spine obsessions? No. And who are you going to tag? Well, this is an interesting question because a lot of people have already done this tag. So I tag anyone who hasn't and anyone who wants to do it. I'm not going to tag anybody specifically, just in general, do the tag. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. And if you do the tag, leave it as a response to Reading with Jack's original tag. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!